Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of AppSource Central podcast. I'm your host, Ararat Nalbantolu, and this podcast is all about diving into Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central apps on AppSource. We'll explore their capabilities, we'll talk how they fill in the business gaps, and we'll speak with the people, the ISVs who built them. This will be an introductory episode where I'll briefly introduce myself, explain the reason behind I'm doing this, and what I'm trying to add value to the community by doing this. So we'll talk about that. Before that, the format will be I'm hoping to bring in ISVs each week and speak about their solutions. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me start with introducing myself. My name is Ararat. I'm originally from Turkey. I'm an Armenian by descent and currently residing in Auckland, New Zealand. I've been working with NAV and BC for almost 15 years now, and I've always worked on the partner side, and that's pretty much all I know. I've been technical and functional, but lately, in the later stages of my career, it's definitely more technical than functional. And for the last year, I've been working as a tech lead in an ISV here in New Zealand. Why am I doing this podcast? Is it because I know a lot about ISVs? I have that sort of a network and I want to tell you more about it? No, not really. I'm doing this podcast because I want to know, not because I want to learn. I'm doing this podcast because I want to learn, not because I know. And the idea came from a genuine need. I was looking for an app. There was a bid process, and one of our potential clients asking for a specific solution that requires a domain knowledge that we didn't have. And rather than saying, okay, we're going to build and bring in the customization revenue, I said, no, we'll go for AppSource. We'll look for a proven solution, and we'll just plug and play. And that will definitely add more value to the customer. And by the time we have, we can just add more value with doing other stuff rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. But during that process, I had difficulty to choose to find the right app, and that was quite a difficult process. There were many apps. I think the number was 8. There were 8 apps that were claiming to do the same or similar things that will solve the customer's problem actually. But to pick one, it was difficult. Which one to pick? We had to go through. We didn't talk to each one of them, but I wanted to, because it's not only about the code you run. It's not only about the UI. You also want to talk with people that you want to get to know people a little bit more that you're going to partner up with. And so the solution might be the best solution in the world, but the people you're dealing with doesn't really fit your culture and doesn't fit the way of you want to do business. Do you want to partner up? And that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. So hence I chose this medium of podcast so that I can speak with the ISVs. It will be an excuse for me to speak with ISVs as well, and to get to know them a little bit better. And hopefully this will give a bit of a head start. Anyone looking to work with ISVs that I'm hoping to bring to the podcast. I'm intending to speak both technical and functional aspects. How much I'm going to achieve, I don't know. But I want to talk about, hopefully we'll put one of their apps in Spotlight, because some of the ISVs said they have tens of apps. We will try to focus on one. We'll try to dive a little bit deeper on how they solve the specific business problem that they're tackling, and maybe a bit like inside of, do they use the standard functionalities, how they use it, is there like a creative design behind it, and that sort of stuff. And also intend to speak about the technicalities as well, especially the app making process. What are the processes in place? So those some of the questions that a partner would ask, but a customer probably wouldn't. And I'll speak as much as they want to speak, but I'm hoping to ask some of the technical stuff as well. So this will be good for any customers directly. They thinking of an installing app from an app source, and it will be good for them to have that sort of an insight. So why do I choose to talk about AppSource apps only. It's because of the obviously that's the official distribution and marketing channel for Business Central apps. There are other distribution channels or marketplaces as well, but because this is the official one, I'm talking about that one, and it's now many apps are available worldwide. So I'm not really intending to speak like a specific solution that is targets a specific location. So that doesn't make sense. So that's why, to cover the wider audience, that I'll speak about those kind of apps, like mostly globally available. And yeah, so currently, I by the time I'm recording this, I don't have any potential ISVs that will come on the show. So I'm recording this podcast to actually first convince people that I do have a podcast. So I'll publish this. I'll go against the recommendation. I'll publish this without really agreeing with any ISVs and use this. Then I'll use that published episode to go through the people so that they can listen and they can have a better understanding of what I'm trying to achieve. So just to have all the cards on the table as well. I'm also, there's a personal ambition as well. So I would like to become a Business Central solution architect. And I think without in-depth knowledge of AppSource apps, becoming a solution architect is a dream. I'm nowhere near becoming one currently without my lack of knowledge of the AppSource apps, but hopefully this podcast will also help me to gain that kind of knowledge, and hopefully we'll share that knowledge by if you listen to that as well. So yeah, that's that. What's next? I'm hoping to, as I said, bring ISVs and talk to them. I will add the notes in the description, so how you can get in touch. I'm hoping to create a calendar as well. I haven't done it yet, but I'm hoping to add a calendar so that you can just go ahead and book a session with me, and we'll just talk. Anyone has an app, again, that preferably not have to be, but preferably globally available, that can book time with me, and we can just have a session and we can just have a chat. And that's pretty much it. So thank you very much if you made it so far, for listening and joining me. And talk to you soon. Yeah, thanks. Bye.